Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen.
Chill.
How the hell are you?
How you doing, Tom?
I'm good, Philly. How are you?
I am good.
J-Rod, as you can all see, I've finally assumed my final form as a Bond villain with a puppy on my lap and an eye patch. So, J-Rod, I have a helmet skateboard on my wall back there.
Oh, I got to get one of those.
Oh yeah, you never saw that? The meantime, it's sick. It's kind of hiding behind my Motley Crue tapestry. I'll get you one. Remind me.
Helmet, I would say, is the most underrated band ever.
Oh, I would probably concur. They're right up there for sure. So how are you doing, J-Rod?
Doing great, man. Hello, Eric B. Hello, Alfonso, Cody. You've seen a lot of people.
Hey, Jared, have you seen them since we saw them? What was it, on the Meantime tour?
Yes, I saw when they did a 30 years, 30 shows, 30 songs tour. It was at St. Andrews.
Oh,
right
nice.
Before COVID. I think it was late 19, like it might have been November, December. It was awesome.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
Yeah, there's John Horn. Did you hear that? Jared needs a helmet deck. So we need to make that happen.
Oh, John Horn, my man.
My best friend ever.
Right? The guy who doles out the helmet decks.
That's right.
The keeper of the volatile decks, right there. The man, the myth, legend, John Horn.
All right, Tom. How did the dog come to be?
Well,
Jared.
Well, you see, when two puppies love each other when two doggies, a mommy daddy and a doggy daddy, love each other very much, they do a special hug, and then puppies come out.
Oh, nice.
So my mommy doggy, who I rescued and was told she was fixed, when I adopted my other boy, I found out she was not fixed, and now we have puppies, basically.
Oh.
So there's eight of these furry little shit machines running around my house right now. 8. You wonder why I had a stroke between you guys and Steve jumping off his shit and 8 puppies. That's why I have one fucking eye.
Yeah. My origin story is similar. I think my mommy didn't know she could have.
And your mommy and daddy did the special hug, and here we are. So we're supposed you can have the puppy. Come get it. I got 7 more just like it. So we're supposed to have a guest tonight. We'll see if he shows up. So he lives in a far off foreign land, and his time zone is totally different than ours. He said he was going to be here. But
is it David Hasselhoff?
It is David Hasselhoff. Who told you? It's supposed to be a secret. No, actually, it's supposed to be my friend Dave Abbruzzese, the original drummer the good drummer from Pearl Jam. Not original technically, but we'll see. I messaged him. I sent him the link.
The one we all learned to love.
Yes.
Don't love.
And the one we all stopped liking Pearl Jam when he left, basically.
That is true.
It's very true. Just not. But anyway, I didn't see that coming either. Aha. So yeah, so I sent him the link. I sent him the stuff. He said he'd be here, but we'll see. If not, we'll get him on next week. But we got a lot of shit to talk about and catch up on anyway. I mean, I have
Yes,
a
sir.
puppy. I mean, we had some shows this weekend. Tell everybody about the shows this weekend, gentlemen.
Yeah, we had Columbus first at the King of Clubs, great rock club, owned by Cue Ball, aka Ricky. Yeah, awesome club. I've talked to him on several occasions before the show and talked about the club because I didn't realize he owned it. From X Factor one, we toured with them before, and so he was telling about how basically they had both the artist and the fans in mind when they designed it, and it was like an old Marshalls down in Columbus, and they converted it to a rock club.
Yeah, it was super cool, man. It was a super cool club. So it was so funny. So Steve jumped off the fucking balcony again, of course, as many of you have seen. If you haven't seen it, I was actually live streaming on Instagram at the time, so you can see it on the Instagram Live. After the show, instead of yelling at us, they were up in the dressing room going, "Holy fucking shit. In 3 years, you're the first guy that's ever jumped off the fucking balcony. Let's do shots." Like, I like
Right.
that reaction much better than people getting mad at us. Like,
Yeah.
I just have to tell him, like, Steve's a special kind of rock and roll idiot.
Yeah.
And he does rock and roll shit. And I love it. That's what he does, man. He's just that fucking Steve, you know? And
Well, it's funny because I'd heard before the show from people that had been there that they're pretty strict on the no moshing. They're pretty, like, oh no, they better not do that. And they were so cool to us. I think they knew us by reputation to some degree. But like a lot of the crew, their crew there, like their sound guy and their stage manager and whatnot, they were fans. They came up to me separately and said, "Hey, great to have you guys here." They're really excited for the show. The whole thing was just a really good experience. Making sure we were okay, dude. It was awesome.
Well, then of course that Steve likes to be the villain, so he likes to be booed if possible on stage.
So we're in Michigan jersey.
So we were playing in Columbus, which is the home of Ohio State. And in case you haven't been following along, there's a big rivalry with the town where we originate from, Ann Arbor. And so Steve decided to wear a University of Michigan hockey jersey that was gifted to him at our 15th anniversary welcome show. And he was really excited about wearing it to the point that he was hiding it away from everybody else. And he kept it under his arm when we were walking the stage together. And then he put it on right before we walked out. And he was hoping that he was going to get booed when he walked out on stage, but instead
they booed a little bit. They booed a little bit. Yeah. There wasn't a lot of booing.
Yeah, I had no idea. When he put that on, I was just started laughing, dude.
I know, it was hysterical. I had no clue he was doing it. Then he came out. I'm like, I love you. I thought that was fucking it's a cool jersey. It's a really cool jersey. I've never seen it before. I didn't know he had. I thought he only owned that one shirt. Like Phil only owns with the medium shirt. I thought Steve only owned the Blackhawks jersey. I didn't know he had other shirts, let alone other jerseys. And then I was like, holy shit.
And then Dennis, our friend that helps us with guitars, he had said he was all decked out in his OSU stuff, and he said, he says, I can tell your fans really love you guys because I thought they were going to roll you when he walked out with that.
In fairness, they did drop him on his fucking head.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, I mean, I guess it's maybe they're a little more subtle in their hatred. Maybe they're just like, yeah, you're cool. Wait, yeah, watch this.
Yeah,
maybe.
Right.
Hey,
devious.
We'll go around. It's fun.
Yeah, no, exactly. College sports would be so boring if it wasn't for rivalry, for sure.
That's right.
Once I wore I was in Italy, and I wore a Juventus Adidas hat on stage somewhere else in Italy, and some asshole in the crowd was screaming at me like, "Dude, fuck off! I don't care about your soccer hooligan bullshit. It's a cool hat. I'm from America. Eat a dick."
Fair enough.
Hi, Jen. So
we had some good friends come out. Hi, Jen. We had Eric B, who's been on here. He was one of the largest donators for Steven's scissors campaign. So he finally got to come hang out, and we got to hook him up a little bit, hang out with him. So that was cool.
Yeah, my kids got to come out. Felix got to see us for the first time, which was awesome.
What did you think?
He loved it. Like he was really happy to be up there. I mean, he got to be on stage a little bit, so he was super excited about that. And yeah, dude, he's gonna be spoiled apparently, just like Paxton. Got to be on stage for the first time with us, and okay, this is what rock shows are supposed to be like.
Yeah, it's funny.
I always like that.
He was sitting right next to me, so I got to like kind of like lightly tap him with my drumstick.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool.
Julius, we missed you.
Yes, Saturday, sold out show at the Winchester in Ohio.
Well, it's funny with also these shows. I talked to, including my cousin who wasn't into really rock music, and his kids. We were not our music at least. And then, and then a few other people that just like my first time seeing you guys, and they loved it. Like it's amazing how many people are enjoying the show, even though they're not into this kind of music. I don't know if that's just a sign of the times where people are more open-minded than they used to be, or what. But it seems like we're winning over fans, which is nice. Yeah, because
it's better than the alternative for sure.
The other thing that's been kind of surprising to at least Steve and me, Steve and I usually ride together, so we digest a lot of the stuff from the shows. But, he had assumed that a lot of people that would be coming to our shows right now had already heard the record. But he says, in seeing people sing along, he says that there are lots of people that, we're not even aware that we had the record. Like we've had people tell us that, oh, I used to listen to y'all in high school, and I'm so happy to hear you're back. And so I came to the show. I didn't know you had a new record out. So then, a lot of people are buying the CD at the merch table, and they're like, oh, I can't wait to go listen to the whole thing. So, that's one of the main reasons.
Yeah, there's plenty of people that obviously have heard the record. There's obviously people that don't, that are just kind of casual fans and don't really keep up with shit on social media and just heard, oh, Taproot's coming, So it's cool. That's how you get them from both angles, You get the hardcore fans that really follow along and knew the record was coming out and buy it. And then there's the new people that just show up and go, oh shit, you have a new record out. That's awesome.
It was also like the hardcore fans from back in the day that just, again, with family and life, they just, they're still hardcore fans, but they just haven't been following along with everything we've been doing the past 10 years. And then just happened to see it and then came out to the show and like, oh, it's not just them touring for the sake of touring. They actually have a record out, which is really cool.
Yeah. It's not just a stupid cash grab playing Poem over and over again. So what else? So
Winchester sold out show. That was awesome. That was a fun one. So for me it was a little different because I'm playing on all new equipment. I had not all new equiment. So the GoFundMe went really well. We made enough for me to I haven't really commented. I'm one of those that aren't on social media very much anymore, but I'm extremely appreciative of everybody. The fans that came out and helped support and all that stuff. It's just amazing. So we're lining up new gear for me, but besides that, Sean May, our guitar tech, he brought out an Eden 4x10 for me, and then Taylor's bass player. I'm blanking on his name. He let us borrow his head. And the guys at Sweetwater where Taylor used to work, they hooked me up with be able to buy some gear real quick, like cords and a couple pedals and all that stuff. So I didn't realize how hard it was to dial that stuff in right away. But
did you get a fart pedal?
I did not get a fart pedal.
You might have to work on that.
I am not as impressed as everybody else is with a fart pedal.
I'm not either. I mean, it's not a lot of.
It'd be different if it made like when you watch Ferris Bueller, right? And he's got the keyboard and he's making the sounds, right? Like that's what I want the fart pedal to be, like different sounds based upon the keys you hit, right? Like
so you want more variation in the fart.
Yeah, it just kind of like is a trigger for fart noises. It doesn't matter what notes you're hitting or anything. I'm just like, meh. Sorry, Taylor.
So we played a couple songs that we hadn't played in a few shows, at least 2 or 3 weeks. Played Everything and Face Peeler. That was really fun.
Yeah, everything's one of those ones we don't do very often. That one's for some reason one I never forgot. I've always been able to play that one at any moment.
What ones did you forget? What songs did you have to totally relearn?
Oh, someone requested Time the other day. I'm like, oh, that one's gonna be rough. But we didn't do it. But totally relearn. What's funny is I kind of had to relearn Fractured when we revisited because I'm like, for some reason I couldn't remember aspects of that one. Yeah, I know. What about you, Jared? Was there anything you had to like?
Fractured,
really kind of. Yeah.
You never played Fractured, so you really had to. But I tell you what, though, dude, I love. It's so funny. I love hearing you play Fractured and the way you play it. It's funny. Like it just sounds like Taproot now. You know what I mean? Like it's funny. It's almost like the dude was playing. It really is like Jared style. And hearing you play it, like I don't know why I've always really liked hearing you play that song from like the first time you played it. I was like, God, that sounds so dope with Jared playing it.
Well, you know what is funny, and it was weird. It was a little weird playing those songs at first, but now I feel like I've got my little swing on it, and I feel like I'm trying to obviously play it to what the record is, but like on Fractured, like I love the fill right before the chorus, and then when the chorus hits, it's just got a really fun swing where it's like, I can kind of like going back and forth and get my little groove, and it's a really fun song to play. And then I really like the kind of cut time thing in the bridge is really fun to play, just really free. And yeah, it's a cool song. It's a fun song to play.
Nice.
Other than that, like, I don't know, it wasn't, as far as the songs that I'd played on originally, there weren't actually the only ones that were really strange that I really don't even remember recording, probably just because the way we did it was so crazy, was our Long Road Home songs.
Yeah, right.
And probably the reason was, I was basically working all day, which was already an hour drive for me. That I was driving an hour down to Ann Arbor, and we were either writing or recording. And then I was sleeping like 4 hours a night. And then for that whole year that we were like writing and recording that record. So I think it's just all kind of a blur, because when I first went back and listened to Karma Way and then even It's Natural, I was like, holy crap, I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, also with that album, if you remember, we were writing on a lot of the parts on the spot.
Yeah, it's
like
true.
For some of those parts, like I played the that time that we recorded it and never played again. You know what I mean? And then moved on to the next song. So yeah, revisiting some of that stuff, I'm like, I don't remember doing this. I don't what? Yeah, because all the other stuff we rehearsed quite a bit, and we kind of really knew the songs well before we recorded it, and then that just cemented it.
So that's an interesting question. So did you play many of those songs out? Like what were some of the staples when you went out and played that album after I took off?
Path Less Taken, Karma Way, Wherever I Stand, You're Not Home Tonight. We've done enough.
Interesting.
Be the One. I think we played a few times because I can remember how to play that.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably 5 or 6 of them.
Okay.
We kind of but Path Less Taken was like the main one.
Okay. What about like Take It? Or
Take It. Yep, we did Take It. We did that one. That one did not hit like I thought it would, man. I thought people would love that freaking song.
I just told Steve that on the way home. We listened to our Long Road Home on one of them, and I don't know what it was. It just it seemed like when we first wrote it, it was heavier, and then for some reason when it was recorded, it didn't come off as heavy. I don't know if that's a guitar thing or what it is, but yeah, that song had a lot of potential, but it didn't quite come off right.
Yeah, I thought it would be, even the recording version, I thought like it would still hit, and we even called the tour the Take It Tour, and it didn't. People seem to like it, but it never really.
No one took it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, no one took it. I did get my hair did. Thank you, Taylor.
It was too
forceful.
forceful.
You didn't notice, Taylor. We didn't even notice. Phil's all slick.
I mean, that chorus on that one just so like I just love the feel of that. That whole like little feel of it, just the way it pushes a little bit.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, me too. Then Steve and I listened to Stay Away. We thought we should bring that one back.
That's a good one. I love that one.
Phil is pretty fucking.
Thank you, sir.
He gets younger like every week.
I make the joke that if I look like this, and if I grow everything out, I look younger. And then when I cut it again, I look younger. Like everything I do, as long as it's a change, I seem to look younger.
Yeah. I just look older.
Yeah.
More dead. Next week I'll have one leg.
It's all the souls. Yes.
Next week I'll have a peg leg.
There you go.
I'll just show up at the show, no explanation. I'll just show up at the show with the peg leg. Yar, mateys.
No explanation needed, Tom.
Now everybody's talking about how hot Phil is. Look at this.
Thank you, everybody. This is why I come on.
To fill the reservoir.
Yeah, I tell Tom, make sure you say something about how I look.
He does too.
Yeah.
He does. So what the hell else is going on? We got shows coming up, and we got a weekend off, which is nice. I'm not gonna lie. As much as I love you guys, I'm pretty happy to have a weekend off.
I'm excited for time to get the accounting taken care of because it's been a lot.
It is, except for one fucking show. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, on my end, and your end, it might be taken care of.
Oh, you said for you to get the.
Yeah.
I said for Tom to get the.
No, for me, no. No, me and Jared,
I was so confused, like,
me and Jared haven't gotten paid yet.
oh, good thing you guys are rich.
Yeah, we'd like to know how much money we might potentially make.
Yeah, right.
Right, exactly.
Well, funny, I just replied to somebody had sent me, I think it was Kent Bunn. He sent me a Facebook thing, I don't know, like a month ago, and I was just catching up on some things I was tagged on today. And he had said, "Do I remember right at some point that you said your drum tech made more money from Taproot than you did?" I said, "Yeah, we ran the math on that one time, and he got his weekly amount when we were on tour, and we did not. We got our money from record advances and publishing advances, and I guess we had the potential to make more, but we did not." And then, the fact that I just commented on that, it must shoot it up in other people's feeds, because now all of a sudden, I've got many people that are tagging onto that, I can't believe that. Is that true, really? And then a few other people confirm that have toured with other bands and whatnot.
Yeah.
And
Dude, the fact that the band, like the crew gets paid and the band doesn't get paid anything, is wild. Like, I mean, looking back, I'm like, that's such nonsense. Such nonsense.
It is. I mean, look, it's the same thing. I mean, look, it's the same thing being a fucking manager. You know what I mean? It's like there's tons of shit. Like when I was managing big major label bands, like everybody else the label hires get paid. The manager doesn't get paid. He only makes his little commission. I made my little 15, 20, 25% off of the advances and off of the same shit. It's the same shit as the band.
And it's a decent chunk of money at first.
A
right?
little bit. I mean,
but then you have to make it last
20 grand, but then you don't make any more money for 5 fucking years. You
have to make it last forever.
Like 20 grand lasts for 4 years. So you get another 20 grand. Making roughly $5,000 a year. But hey, well, in fairness, this touring is a little bit different than it was then, and that's probably not going to be the case anymore. You don't even have a drum tech, so your drum tech's going to be making more money than you.
We have a drum tech. We have Julius.
Is Julius technically a drum tech? I thought he was kind of a just overall tech. I didn't know he was technically the drum tech.
Well, he happens to be able to do everything, which is awesome. But
he wears so many hats.
Yeah, he does wear a lot of hats.
He does. So technically, Julius is I didn't even know that Julius was technically the drum tech. I thought he was
drum tech / stage manager / water boy / can't all be good, right? / water boy.
So I've been seeing him. One of the things which I appreciate what he does, because otherwise I don't really. And this is going to sound really, I don't know what the word is, self-indulgent or something, but so right when I finish the song, he'll throw me up a towel, especially after 2 or 3 songs when I'm starting to get drenched. He'll throw me a towel on my ride cymbal, and then he'll run and do something with guitars. And so I appreciate that he's, doing something with the towel for me before he runs and does something else. So yes, it's a nice service.
Yeah.
To have him do that.
You're a hell of a towel boy, Julius.
You're a hell of a towel boy, Julius. Nice.
But I do miss him when I have to, kind of set up and tear down my own drums. So
grab your own towel.
That's right. I think it was maybe in Columbus. I don't think I had a stage towel, so I had to wipe my face with my sleeve. I mean,
that's hot.
It was abhorrent.
Well, in what was it? At the Winchester, I don't know. Someone put, I think Taylor's waters or someone's waters were like open and knocked over, and like the whole stage started getting drenched with water.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was like. And it was one of those stages where a little bit of water makes it super
keeps it
slippery.
Fucking interesting. That's what I need to put in like some hazards, like a mini golf course.
Yeah, right. Well, what's funny is I'm trying to get Dennis' attention, but Dennis can't see very well when it's dark out.
It's such a comedy.
Oh, I love our guys, man. We have such a good crew. I love it.
Yeah,
I do too. They're all such good fucking dudes, man. We got Isn't it funny though? Like, there's nobody that hates anybody. Like, there's no tension ever, really. It's like, it's crazy, like, how well this whole machine runs, actually. It's kind of scary. I mean, I've been in a lot of bands and toured with a lot of bands and managed a lot of bands, and it's not generally like that. There's usually some people that don't get along and some people you don't like and the people that are assholes, and there's really not. I mean,
I think part of that's not touring constantly.
Well, you know what I appreciate too, and I mean, I think we can say this here. It's like whenever just a tiny little thing comes up or whatever, something that needs to be discussed, like we just put it right out in the open and we just talk about it. I mean, because I think that's another problem. I think that I always say being in a band was like being in a 4-way marriage, and like stuff can just And that's, a two-way marriage is difficult in itself. And so if you're in a four-way marriage, that's more difficult. So you just have to get things out in the open and talk about them as they're happening or questions come up, because otherwise they can just sit there and fester. And
that's
I think we all do that really well.
There's nobody here either that's like, one of these passive, the issues in bands and organizations like ours is usually passive aggressiveness. Like people who, instead of saying something, will just be passive aggressive and won't deal with it. And so there's no communication. And there's really nobody who's passive aggressive. Like, you know what I mean? Like anybody here will kind of just come on and say, okay, this is an issue. Let's deal with it. It's just communication. Communication is the key to fucking everything, Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on in these comments. Everybody's talking how much they love Dennis Conley.
He drives great at night as long as it's not raining.
Really?
And even then, I've put my life into that man's hands many times.
Thank you, Julius.
I'm still here.
We love you, Julius Mendez. We missed you. We missed you this weekend. I really did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I'm excited to have him out again for the New York shows or the East Coast shows.
What up, Jesse? What's up, Dr. Stan? How you doing?
Yeah, Dr. Stan in the house.
He is in the house.
Is he a real doctor?
Yeah, he's the guy who came out at the machine shop.
The
sports medicine doctor. Yeah,
he's awesome.
The adjustments and stuff.
Doctor.
Cool. Thanks, Dr. Stan.
Doctor.
Yep.
Doctor.
Awesome. So John's coming to New York. Who else is coming to New York?
Oh yeah.
Oh, with my helmet deck, sweet.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You can bring it to New York. Do you just want Meantime or do you want Betty too? Because we have both.
You know what? I am a big helmet fan, but I was never really into Betty. I don't know what it was. I like Meantime, and I liked Aftertaste, so I think I'm kind of in the minority there. But yeah, Betty didn't do much for me, so I like Meantime.
There you go. Well, Simone is coming to New York. I'm coming to New York. There you go. He said, "Send me your address, and I'll put you guys on a 3-way email so you can give me your address."
Thank you. That's very nice.
Oh yeah, you're flying to New York. That's right. That's fine.
No snakes on the plane? Oh, deck. Sorry.
Yeah. So
get these decks off this.
I'm sick and tired of these motherfucking. You can say motherfucking. It's okay. It's late night.
My dad's probably watching.
Okay. Sorry, Phil's dad. I'm sick and tired of these motherfucking. Okay, guys. I don't know if you guys know this, but just so you know, it takes 8 months to manufacture vinyl right now. And I know that was on all the pre-order pages when we talked about it, when everybody ordered it, but it literally takes 6 to 8 months minimum to manufacture vinyl. So it's going to be a while. I actually just wrote an email today that John's going to be sending out. That's kind of an update on certain pre-order things and when they're shipping and certain things that didn't go out yet. And we're slowly getting everything out and update on the vinyl. But just so everybody knows, it is right now, the vinyl is on the schedule for retail for like February. I mean, so like literally from the second the record is done and then we turn it in, it's, 6 to 8 month process. That's just how long it takes. So that's not on us. That's just how long the process is. So, I hope everybody knows that and understands that it's going to be a while. You'll get it. And anything I can do to rush it, obviously we're doing, but it's just, that's how long it takes, unfortunately. So CDs take a month. Vinyl takes 6 to 8. Not fun.
CD's nuts.
Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome
there he
to
is.
Easy's Playhouse, you stupid motherfuckers. You know what that's from, J-Rod, Mr. Hip Hop Man?
No.
That's the intro to Easy Does It by Eazy-E. Good evening. And welcome to Easy's Playhouse.
Hey, Jake. So it took a really long time to write that book. It took me 4 years. So I don't know if I would be interested and willing to put the time in again to do another one, but we'll see.
Also, I think you need a little more time in this life, right? Like,
a little more life experience.
Yeah. Just to kind of like, what else is going to, from that, what was that? When did you write it? When did it come out? Like 14? 13, 12?
Let's see. It was 8 years ago. So 15.
Okay. Yeah.
No, 6 years ago. 17. 17.
Yeah. So put those 6 years in a new book, Jared.
Right.
That's right.
6 more years. Did you ever see my book, J-Rod? There it is.
No, you know what? Let's see. You mentioned it somewhere, and yes, I would like to. I want to check it out.
I will bring you one. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness. Hi, buddy. I will bring you one. I'll bring one to New York.
Bring me one.
You want one?
You have
too?
an extra one? Yeah, I
I
read.
do. I got like 3 left, I think. So I know I'm running low. Like this is the end of the stash.
Yeah, it took me 6 years to read Jared's book, so I'll get yours in the next 6
Did
years.
it really? No, there you go. Well, you can read it now. And I think they're like $4 on Amazon now too, so I can just order some more.
No, there's that.
That's where I think these came from. They were like dirt cheap clearance on Amazon or somewhere. So I ordered like 10 of them just so I had the fucking things.
Cheaper than you could buy it from the publisher.
Yeah, it's a great fucking book, man. It's honestly really good. I mean, it's it's cool though. There's a lot of stuff in there. It's like David stuff, but Mark Tremonti's in there and a bunch of other, and KK Downing from Judas Priest. And so I interviewed all those guys and did all the interview portions. And then there's a bunch of stuff in my voice in there too. So it's actually really cool. It's a cool kind of format the way we wrote it in. Oh, hi, baby.
Nice.
Thank you. Yeah,
Cool.
that was cool.
When did that come out?
Well, now Taylor wants one because Mark Tremonti's in there.
All right. It came out 2017, I think, 2018. So David wrote a book called My Life with Death that came out, I don't know when the fuck it came out, 2009, 2010. And I had the idea, I'm like, dude, we should write another one that's everything since then and call it More Life with Death. And then he's like, so I talked him into it, and then we did it, basically. So
Life after death.
But no, it's funny. My book is going to be near-death experience. That's going to be my tell-all fucking fuck you.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark Tremonti's, Mark's awesome, man. I love Mark. He's a super cool dude. So what does everybody think about the Creed reunion?
I'm excited.
Are you really? Is that your jam?
No, it's never my jam, but I'm excited. I meant to say I'm excited for Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor likes fucking Creed. I hope when Taylor's not here so we can make fun of him. Book 2, of course.
Oh, I did just hear the news today.
Good. He loves Creed. Creed. Everybody likes Creed. August welcomes it with arms wide open. I see what you did there. Yeah, though, dude. I do love Tremonti. I love Alter Bridge.
Yeah.
Alter Bridge is basically just Creed without Scott Stapp, right?
Yeah.
All the other guys. The other guy, those guys are so fucking funny, man. I went a couple years ago to go hang out with them in Milwaukee, and they were telling me all these fucking stories and fucking Scott Stapp stories. And holy fucking shit. They were
Let's hear an example of what one was.
I cannot. These are things that cannot be repeated, unfortunately. But God, they were funny. I honestly don't even remember any of them, but it was the funniest fucking thing I'd ever heard in my life. I was almost on the ground. Hi, Jackie.
Hi, friend.
Hi, Gary. Well, I just heard news today. It's in my life.
Spell casting.
Going to church.
With all the waddle
I
ball.
went to church on Sunday. What is that? Is that Dave Grohl? Did you ever hear Dave Grohl?
No, I did not.
Tears are streaming down my face with arms wide open. It's hysterical. Holy shit.
Nice. I'll check that out.
I saw Bumblefoot play with Scott Stapp. That was actually pretty dope. It's the only reason I went to see Scott Stapp is because Bumblefoot was playing guitar for him.
Nice.
Hey, I'm feeling as good as a one-eyed fucking dude can be. I got to make up time since our guest didn't show up. Apparently he's asleep somewhere. I don't know. So let's just talk about Pearl Jam and pretend he's here.
All right. So what I was going to say to him.
I got some of these too.
Remember that time you were.
We'll get him.
No.
Don't worry. He'll feel bad. And
Remember when you were playing with Pearl Jam?
Yeah.
So remember when you were playing with Pearl Jam? That was cool.
Yeah, I realized today. I just remembered today that my first CD ever was the Versus CD.
Oh, really?
Yep. It was like 11th grade, I think. 11th or 12th grade, whatever. I remember being in North Dakota. I don't think I even had a CD player, but we're at like some store, and I begged my mom to give it, buy it for me, and she did.
And then you could never listen to it. You just looked at it and said, "I have a CD."
Yeah, and then I could probably borrow like my brother's CD player or something like that. I forget what the situation was.
Your Versus is such a great fucking album, though.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like fuck, like just from note one, it's just a fucking banger. And you know what I found out today, actually? Yes, when Versus came out, it was definitely in a long box because I remember buying it. And
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
Versus was definitely in a long box, which I loved, man. I still have some long boxes floating around. I have
Oh,
a
that's cool.
I have a Slaughter one somewhere on my desk, but it's buried in the mess. Dude, you know what I found out today in my research too? Dave actually wrote the music for Go, which I did not know.
Yeah, sounds like he wrote, I think, on 2 or 3 songs.
He played everything Pearl Jam that was good. He played on like State of Love and Trust, Breath, Versus,
Rearview Mirror.
Dirty Frank, fucking
Yeah.
Crazy Mary, like everything fucking good. Like even the Even Flow single, they re-recorded it with him to
Yep.
release it. You know, like it's just like fuck everything epic that Pearl Jam ever did was fucking Dave.
Yeah, man.
This conversation would be so much cooler if he was here.
And so I didn't realize, because I one of the first times I remember taking notice of him was he was on Saturday Night Live, and
Me too.
And Steve and I even talked about this on our way home from the last thing, talking about him potentially being on, was like the thing that stood out to us as drummers was he was doing a bunch of extra stuff with his left hand. So that was a big kind of eye-opening to me as someone who was learning drums around that time, that, oh shoot, in between hitting the snare, you can go over here and like hit the hi-hat again, or you can hit a splash, you can hit a cymbal. I mean, he was doing all that stuff, and it was like, oh wow, that's freaking cool. But yeah, and then I didn't realize that he didn't play on 10 because I saw him on Saturday Night Live playing Alive and all those songs.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until like much later that I found out that he didn't play on the record.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was 2 years old when I found that out. What? No, I was kidding.
But honestly, though, can you imagine how much better the record would be if he would have played on it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, I think 10 would be a much better record if Dave played on it.
Yeah, probably would have sold a few more records.
Dave Cruisin' was fine. I mean, it's good, but I mean, just listen to how much better the single version of Even Flows that he played on.
Yeah.
How much more dynamic State of Love and Trust is than anything on 10.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking just night and day. Grizz, baby. The Grizz, getting it in.
And it's funny. It seems to almost be a consensus about like him just being the guy, you know, for Pearl Jam, like for drummers and for anybody. It's just like anybody that cares. It seems to be Dave Abbruzzese is the man that you consider the Pearl Jam drummer. I consider him the. I didn't realize, again, just like Jared said, till way later that he wasn't on that first record. I always considered him to be the guy.
Yeah, I knew back then because I was like a obsessed Pearl Jam like super fan. But honestly, so I was into Green River, and then I was into Mother Love Bone. So I was like kind of waiting for Pearl Jam. You know, I knew about Mother Love Bone. I know they formed Mookie Blaylock, and I know they kind of formed Pearl Jam. And you know, I got Temple of the Dog super early before. Like, I was really into that Seattle stuff. Like a lot of people kind of just got into it when it was sort of already like happening. You know, like I got into it super fucking early because again, I was like, Mother Love Bone was my favorite fucking band. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I loved that band. I still love that band. So when I was like, oh shit, you know, Jeff and, you know, Stoney are starting a new fucking band, it was, you know, I was super excited for it, you know. And I remember, you know, I used to have all these like bootleg videos of like in stores. Like I remember there was this one in store they did, and there was like 20 people there, man. It was super early on. I'm sure you guys did some of those on like Gift, you know what I mean? Like I used to have this video of this.
We did some of those on the episodes as well.
I mean, I even do some on Scissors. You never know. Wait, there's no like there's still record stores. But yeah, no, I had this one. It was the greatest performance, man. They're just in this corner in this record store. There's like 10 people there. I just imagine being there for that, man. You know.
I see what you did there.
What?
10.
Oh yeah,
Nicely done.
I did. I didn't even mean to. Not even that quick.
Imagine they would have been able to keep the name Mookie Blaylock.
Right. I'm kind of glad that one didn't work out.
Yep.
Yeah, that probably would not have. Their career probably would not have flourished in the same manner if they were called Mookie Blaylock. So yeah, Chris sent over an edit of the jiu-jitsu thing. Did he send it to you?
Yes. I not the new edit necessarily. I saw something today. Again, I don't check my messages very often, so I apologize for my delay. I'll get on it.
So speaking of edits, man, look at this. Look at this.
What am I looking at? Is that the dot? What am I looking at?
Yeah, the puppy is
Okay.
on my
Is that
computer.
a dead dog?
No, he's just sleeping.
Oh,
Look at him. He's just asleep on my computer.
So that's what we're doing. Speaking of edits, look at this.
Yeah, no, speaking of edit. So first off, who's seen all the teasers for the favorite song video? Let's see a show of hands. I know you guys have. I'm talking to them out there in TV land. Is it still TV and internet land? I don't know. What do you call it? Talking to the people watching. But yeah, I know you guys have seen it.
In Greenland.
Greenland. Fuck. I just can't wait for the real video to be done. It's so close. So close. Yeah, I'm excited too, Gary. I mean, it's close. So it's coming soon, man. It's coming soon. Nowhere Land is right. Jeff has seen it. Eric B has seen it. Eric B's seen the whole rough cut of the video because he's like
Nice.
super VIP. He was there. Well, you were there, weren't you, Phil? No, I guess not.
Nope.
It's just, who was there? Just me and Jared and Steve and Jen, I think. I think you guys were all gone already. It was after the show on Saturday. We were huddled around the vans watching the rough cut.
Oh, nice.
that is correct.
The proper one. So, anyway, well, it would have been nice to have a guest, but we don't. Where's Steve? Let's get the drunk guy on here.
Let's not. Hey, so I think we're allowed, Phil. I think we're allowed to talk about logistics and stuff. So you had mentioned our East Coast shows.
Yes.
So making decisions about going all the way versus stopping.
Let's
Right.
go all the way. Let's go,
Go
all the way.
Is that ICP?
Yeah.
It's not ICP. ICP
Well,
covered it.
I was to be covered. Yeah, yeah.
Actually,
That's but ICB made it famous. Similar to how Sinead O'Connor made "Nothing Compares to You" famous,
Yeah, that's right.
right?
So, so I'm generally a fan of trying to get all the way there, unless it's like some. And I haven't done the looking on the
10 hours.
10 hours.
10 hours from Cleveland, which is where I intend to meet everybody.
yeah, me,
Yeah,
it's
we're
like,
talking like
me, it's like
noon?
19 hours, so I'm breaking it up no matter what.
So we're talking about Cleveland at like noon on Wednesday.
Yeah, probably
is that
about
whatever?
noonish. Yep, noon or 1 probably. Depend. I have to see exactly what time I'm picking up the Sprinter van.
And then it's like 10 hours.
Yep.
Yeah,
So you're
I
going
mean,
to get in
we-
around midnight,
yeah,
1 o'clock.
Yeah, my vote would be just freaking get there, and then that way we can take our time getting up and out, 9, 10, 11 o'clock or whatever.
Yeah, I'm cool with
Especially
that.
if you guys are in a Sprinter van, there's 10 of you guys that can drive. Like, so who is all going with you guys? Who is all riding in the van?
I
Band
assume
and is
Julia.
Julius and those
I haven't
guys
talked to
meeting you
Julius. I assume Julia. I assume everyone's going to meet there except for you and Jen.
Fuck you guys. I don't want to ride with you guys.
But Taylor also, right? Taylor might be going.
Yeah,
But
Taylor.
he's already going to be there.
Taylor's going to be going separate because he wants to spend a little extra time out there.
I think he's going early. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. They're going to Salem, which me and Jen talked about doing too. It's just we'd have to leave like the 29th to do that because it's such a long fucking drive. I
Yeah.
was like, dude, how dope would that be to spend Halloween in Salem though? Like,
Right.
that would be sick as fuck. But we'd have to be there 2 days fucking early. I don't really, ain't nobody got time for that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Too much work to do. No time for love, Dr. Jones. So
Yeah.
are we staying in New York on Sunday? We are, right? That's the plan. We're gonna stay in New York.
Nope. Well, that plan went away. Yep. Everyone's just too busy, too much stuff, not enough time off.
Okay.
So
Fuck
yeah,
you guys. I'm staying in New York.
yeah. You do it.
Another
up, man. You got
reason
your
not
own
to
vehicle,
drive
man.
with you assholes.
Yeah. Exactly.
What are you guys just taking off Sunday
Yep.
morning?
Sunday morning. Yep. Make the drive back.
You guys got to be back to work Monday.
Yep. Yeah, we got a lot going on. And so I'll probably put us in New Bedfordish area for probably 2 nights. So we'll get there, maybe just keep the hotel or whatever we get, because Wally's isn't that far. And then the drive from
that's cool.
Wally's, Wally's I think is like 2-3 hours away, if that. And then New York's
once we
4
get
hours
there,
from
the drives
Wally's.
are easy. I mean, the drive to
Yeah.
Wally's and then to New York are nothing.
Yeah, Wally's is 2 hours. New York City's 4 hours.
Or yeah. Look it down, buddy.
So we got our home base there.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
two.
that's all, yeah.
That would give us 2 days or 2 nights rather, barely a night, but
Yeah.
2 nights, 1 full day in Why did you say New Albany?
I
New
don't
Bedford
know.
area. Yeah, so some people, fans that live in New Albany are like, they're coming to see us.
Yeah, well, you're giving everybody in New Albany false hope. The 5 Taproot fans in New Albany will be crushed.
Yeah, but Wallace is gonna be cool, and they have a lot of hotels right along there, and I think our hotels are included in that one. I'd have to go back to
I think so. I have
let's
to go
check
back
let's
and
check
look at
that
the
out.
roster.
Yeah, let's
I'll
check that
go
out.
look.
And oftentimes that means a buyout anyway, but I know they have a lot of hotels and motels right along that strip, so they might be able to get us something that they know is okay.
Yeah,
And it's the off season, so
So you played there before, Phil? I don't think.
we played there quite a few times, man. They're great there. We've had
cool.
some Prospect Hill is a band that's from there. Their bass player is actually doing sound for us there. I don't remember how exactly we first hooked up with that place, but we met those guys a few times and they've toured with us, and that's
Cool.
kind of their hometown. They're doing a Halloween show. They have like an annual Halloween show there and stuff, but they'll be there. We've because of them, we've played there a few times, and yeah, it's always been good.
Cool.
The venue's great, yeah, and it's right there on. I mean, it's right down from that Hampton Beach Ballroom. Remember that one?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
So for my day job, I manage Taproot. How about you guys? Can you talk about your day job?
I am a facility manager, so I take care of housekeeping, or I manage housekeepers and trades and contractors and a whole bunch of other stuff.
I work for a commercial real estate company, and we help oversee a bunch of facilities and make sure that they are well maintained and safe and clean.
I manage Taproot.
So yeah, it's exciting stuff.
Yeah,
me and Jared have a separate podcast for that.
Yeah,
that's right.
Oh yeah, and notice both of you guys still have both of your eyes. So who has the more stressful job?
Yeah,
right.
Taylor owns a painting business. He does rock and roll painting in Detroit, Michigan. Ewar, what's up, dude?
Oh yeah, is he the guy?
That's Ewar. That's the guy. That's the editor.
Yeah, nice.
My dude.
Dude, great job. Loving what I see so far.
John Horn, we know what you do. You make skateboards.
I think he's implying that you also do something with skateboards.
Oh yeah, I do too. I also co-run Volatile Merchandise and Volatile Skateboards and make these amazing fancy fucking skateboards up on my wall here.
Hell yeah.
Mitt and Dark Throne and White Zombie and Warrant and Chrome Eggs and, well, we didn't make the Body Count one, but all the other ones up there we made. Those are all Volatile, except for the Body Count one. I actually bought that at a Body Count show. But I'm talking to Body Count about doing more. So yeah, we just did this. This is what I was working on today. Hailstorm posters for the Hailstorm deck. I actually designed those Hailstorm decks they're holding too. So apparently I'm a graphic designer too. I guess I do that as well.
Well, he designed our skateboards. I
did. I designed everything. I designed all your merch, your skateboards, the packaging for your album, every ad mat, pretty much everything. Everything Taproot that exists now was pretty much designed by me.
Heck yeah.
Good job, Tom.
Right.
We're one-stop shop.
I know. That's right. Yep, we all love the helmet shirt. And yeah, you can go buy your own helmet skateboard at volatileskateboards.com as well, you can buy your Taproot skateboards at taprootmerch.com. Cold, 13 Ways to Bleed on Stage.
Is that a cold gold record there?
It is.
How about that? How many other gold records do you have?
I got Cold. I got this bad boy right here, the Limp Bizkit $3 bill, y'all platinum.
That's sweet.
I have a couple more that are scattered.
Cool.
John said he's going to order me a stained plaque, which is fucking awesome because I was.
Jared, were you on that one where Tom showed us him being in the Stuck video?
Yeah.
I thought so. That's
awesome.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what, Tom? Maybe you can. I was going to send you an email on this, but for some reason my phone did not save John's phone number, and he wants me to send him a set list. So, if you think about that, can you text me that to me?
John
Saki?
Yes.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I can do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
He did give it to me. It didn't save for some reason. My phone was having issues.
I'll just do a group text.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I can totally do that.
Cool.
Yes, we should have some skateboards at Wally's. We should. Yeah, we're getting down on them, man. But yeah, we should absolutely have gift and welcome ones. So, yep, they should be available there. We should do some shows with who?
Stain.
Yeah, let's do some shows of Stained. Yeah, we don't have
Creed. I think
We
mine
don't
was
have the
Creed.
Blue Sky Research. If you want one of those, you better order it and bring it to Wally's to get signed. Because we don't have
Helmet?
Limp Bizkit. I
Who,
mean,
who could Taylor be talking about?
I don't know.
White Zombie?
You talking about this? I don't even know what this is.
Body Count.
Fucking A. That's his name. Don't wear it out.
Hey, Pat. How you doing, buddy?
We are working on this. Hopefully, can we just pick
Wade.
a fucking?
Oh, yeah.
So you know, we finally picked a
Yeah,
date. But
Wade wants to go West Coast, but Wade means like upper, like Northwest Coast. And I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
it has
we're
to
gonna
be
make
in
all that there.
Vacaville.
We will not be in Vacaville, Wade. I'm sorry.
No, Wade's up in like what Oregon or Washington.
Oh, is he really?
One of those two, yeah.
That's not the West Coast. That's like,
Technically.
oh, look, there's Phil's kitty. Hi, baby. I mean, technically, that's like, I don't know. That's like on Florida, the East Coast. Like, no, that's the Southeast. Oregon is the Northwest. Like, the East Coast is New York, maybe Washington, D.C. That's it. You know what I mean?
So
like,
is the West Coast only California then?
pretty much, yeah. Pretty fucking much. Anything north of California is the Northwest, the Pacific Northwest.
And there is no Southwest.
Dave Buckner keeps it wanting me to come west to Boise.
Is he in Boise now?
Yeah.
The fuck
Sorry,
is he doing
Dave.
in Boise.
I don't know. A bunch of those Californians ran to Boise whenever the market was good there, and they were trying to get out of California.
Boise. People go to the weirdest fucking places now, man. Like, people want to get out of California so bad, they go to Boise, Idaho.
It says a lot.
I mean, I liked California. Okay, I went back to Wisconsin though. I'm not there, but I went to Green Bay, Wisconsin. I guess that's not even. But I'm from here though. He's not from Boise, Idaho. Like, I didn't throw a dart at a board and go, I'm going to go to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Like, I have roots here, so there's.
I feel like I've talked to a lot of people that grew up in California, and it seems like it would be hard for them to live anywhere else if you grew up there. But yeah, I mean, us Midwesterners, we kind of like a lot of things about the Midwest.
What is it? Just name random bands that we are loosely affiliated with. Night.
Yeah.
Grunge. Like, yes, those are bands.
These are the bands that we should tour with that Taylor mentioned.
Yes.
Taylor implied rather.
We hooked up with them because they opened for us in Pittsburgh, and then the guy from the band asked us if we wanted to do a show in Steubenville. So we're like, yeah, fucking hey, we'll go do a rock and. Every time, I wanted to do the show in Steubenville. Just have you guys seen That Thing You Do?
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies. I'm talking about rock and roll shows in Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Steubenville. I literally booked the show just so I could say that.
Nice.
Just so I could make that joke. Just
Nice.
We're doing rock and roll shows in Steubenville.
Dude, I've had a surprising amount of people tell me they're going to go to the Steubenville show.
Oh, yeah, dude. Steubenville's fucking hot, man.
I don't know much about it.
Steubenville, dude. Fucking Steubenville. Oh, so here's the thing. So Steubenville, okay. When we were, it's so funny because long before that, when we were going in and out of Marietta, on the way to Marietta, I saw Steubenville. Steubenville. That's where it is. It's in the middle of nowhere, like half.
Who's Marietta?
Marietta, Ohio.
You were going in and out of Marietta? What?
Get your mind out of the gutter, Philip.
You said it, my friend.
Marietta, Ohio, where we played the.
Her last name's Ohio? Keep it going.
Fuck, I thought Steve was here for a second.
All right.
Anyway, so when we played at the, God damn it, what was it called? The Adelphia Music Series in Marietta, Ohio. On the way to Marietta, Ohio, we passed through Steubenville, Ohio. And I made the joke then. I said, I'm talking about rock and roll shows in Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Steubenville. And then we had the opportunity to book there, and then I could make that dumb joke even more. So, hey, look at this.
Yeah.
Taylor almost
pulled over.
What was that?
I think that's where I got pulled over.
There you go. See? We talked about playing with Kolb. What fucking song? I'm not playing this random fucking song. I didn't even know what the fuck it is. For fuck's sake, Taylor. I'm not playing some random fucking song. I don't even know what it is. Are you high over there? It's you, so probably.
No, is he talking about discrepancies?
Yes. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Hands up.
What the fuck is it?
It's a band.
So why does he keep telling me to play it?
He loves them.
I'm going to play the Oneaters. How about that?
They're to him what Lift the Medium is to me.
Oh, that explains it. Stubby show going to be
No, they are
fire.
good though. They are good though.
I want to be on Rocklahoma. Make it happen. We're trying. Vesper has to leave for the Army. All right, now everybody's going to make that thing you do jokes.
Dreams. Yeah, we'll see if we can work on that one.
Yeah, we won't. We won't.
I can play Dreams. Can you play Dreams right now, Jared, if you had to?
Yes.
Can Steve?
I like that.
So, Chad, so I assume you're going to be
that bridge. That bridge might be.
Yeah, that's all. I'll have to listen to the bridge.
We have to sound check that.
Yep. Taylor, you got it. Dreams for Angola.
Everybody's come to Steubenville, apparently. Who knew we had such a large following in Steubenville?
So I was reading. I guess the major music venue, the amphitheater in Detroit, is Pine Knob, as many of you might know.
Yes.
And apparently, Avenged Sevenfold played the last show there, like I think it was maybe a week or two ago.
Yes.
And they were getting shit on social media for playing 7 new songs. And the number that seemed to be the consensus in the comments that I was reading was that 4 new songs is the maximum you should play, which happens to be the number that we have been playing. So I was happy to hear that.
Yeah, right.
We're at least aligned with general fan expectations.
Good. Jesse James Gregory, you better be fucking kidding, because I will smack you myself.
Jesse James is a good friend, man. He was at the show. He's just being Jesse.
Well, good. Well, then good. Yeah, that is my biggest pet peeve is when like he
knows the jokes,
and they're like, come to insert city that you just played
Columbus
2 weeks ago. Come to Columbus. Come to Green Bay. Like, fuck you, you motherfucker. Not you, Greg. Who? Somebody else.
It's Jesse James.
Some other. Yeah, not you, Jesse James. Everybody's Greg now, apparently.
Well, you know where that comes from.
What?
Good on you, Greg. In Australia, that's what they call each other. Or no, Roy. Greg. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going.
That's not where it comes from. It comes from Steve. For the past like 6 months, keep calling Rob Greg.
Right, and that comes from
Steve just being an idiot, and it's funny.
That comes from what I was trying to say, but I'll leave it there. You got it.
Okay. I mean, all right. Is that I don't
I have a very long history with Steve. I don't know if you know this.
Do you really?
Yes. I know a few of his inside jokes.
Is it? Oh, good. Well,
and even then, I have a hard time understanding him. I'll admit that.
Steubenville used to be.
Actually, no. I just realized what it's from. It's not the Greg, because he's calling Greg Rob. It's not the Roy thing. It's Greg John. Do you remember Greg John, Jared?
Not really.
Okay, I know that. He was one of our bus drivers. I think that's what it's from.
So you don't even know.
I do.
Was that the long-haired guy that was kind of muscular and
drove freaking crazy fast and pick up some chick while we were driving?
Yes.
Yep, that's Greg John.
Left us sleeping in the parking lot in Vegas when the AC wasn't working and it was very, very hot.
Yep.
I woke up almost dying.
I'm guessing that's what the Greg John thing is from.
Yeah, maybe. He just told me that he reminds him of a Greg, and it's been difficult for him to get used to his name being Rob.
He told me there's nothing more to it. It just he reminds him of a Greg. That's exactly.
Is it that Greg though?
Yeah, that could be. I mean, if I remember,
long hair.
Yeah, it could be.
Yar.
That could be.
Two first names: Greg John, Greg Rob.
Yep.
We did not ban Steven.
Where did Tom go?
I don't know. This is my next level eye patch.
Now that's his final form.
Right. Now where's my puppy?
Hey, so y'all both went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. What did you see there that was appealing to you? What did you like to look at?
Phil? I saw Phil there. I like to look at him.
Yeah,
Is
we
he
tried.
sexy?
We tried to do the. Thank you. Let's keep all the comments coming.
Ah,
A little bonus for Tom for that. No, I liked it. They have a jam room there. They have like guitars and basses and drums set up where you can just kind of play, and then you have a separate room where you can jam. And so we were lamenting that you weren't there, Jared, as we were about to. Me, Neil, and Jeremy, friends of ours, were trying to jam, and then some guys up there playing Kiss songs, and they're just like keep on going, and they weren't
I'm
letting
sorry to hear
anybody
that.
else. Yeah, they weren't letting anybody else get up there.
Ah,
And so it's one guy and two of the staff, right? And the staff, one of the staff guys is a bass player and singing, and they're okay. Like they knew the songs, right? But we're like, dude, at least invite some other people. See if some other
yeah.
people
Let
want
the
to kind of.
freaking guests who are here
Yeah,
enjoy it a little bit, right?
it's like that karaoke singer that like keeps singing the songs instead of
yeah,
letting
the
other people
karaoke
come up,
host
right?
who just
Yeah.
keeps singing so nobody else can
Right.
sing.
Right. Yeah.
But what's really funny, there's this guy there that was there one kid before us, and he was just so shy, and he's like kind of just like trying to get in there. He's like, sir, like he wouldn't quite approach, and I'm like, dude, go up there, go talk to him.
Yeah.
And then then they're about to Green Day's like, you want to sing Basket Case? And the guy's like, no. And they just started doing Basket Case anyway. It was weird. So we're like, we're gonna skip out on this. So
You didn't want to sing Basket Case?
he didn't. I didn't. I don't think anybody does.
How about Longview?
Yeah, I think
my lips and close my eyes.
All in the same category.
Take me away to paradise. Why are you guys still talking about Steubenville? Holy shit, what did I start?
All right, Tom, what did you see at the Rock and Roll of Fame that you liked? One of you guys posted the little Sepultura comic. That was kind of neat.
No, that was actually, that's Max's. So here's the thing. I've been there 10 fucking times, and it's all pretty much the same stuff. It's no less awesome every time. So yeah, that was actually so a couple of really cool things. They have Cliff Burton's fucking bass there, which you would have shit yourself. They have the original. They have the original lyrics to "Hit the Lights" on the paper that James Hetfield wrote them on.
Oh, that's cool.
Sick as fuck. They have the marionettes from the "I Stay Away" video, which is really cool.
That's right. That's right.
Those are really cool. Yep. They have but yeah, the Sepultura thing is basically Max's like notebook from like 1980. His like Sepultura notebook, which is pretty cool. So there's actually a little Tom Hazard corner too, which I always appreciate. There's a couple of my bands in there, Chimera and Sappy Bell, and a couple other bands I work with. There's a little Cleveland section that has some of my bands in it, which is always pretty rad to see when you're, and obviously Alex bass is in there too, which was way cooler when I worked with him and liked him. But whatever.
Yeah, Taylor Swift's dress from I don't know.
A lot, man. Taylor's a fucking machine. I think Taylor's a Terminator. Like for real.
She's ridiculous.
Like Taylor. No, Taylor, not Taylor Swift. Oh. Taylor, you're a guitar player. Remember the push-up? Were you there? Yeah. Dude.
I heard about it.
He was like just throwing down, like doing face down push-ups with his feet
50,
on his
right?
chair.
They're like 50.
It was crazy. He just wouldn't stop. Like he's
at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
No, in the dressing room Saturday.
Oh, yeah, I was there for that.
Friday. Yeah, no, he didn't do them at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
And Jackie gave him a run for his money.
Yeah, Jackie's a bad bitch. Jackie is bad. We love you, Jackie. I didn't see any Rick Nielsen guitars, actually. I didn't see any Rick Nielsen guitars. But yeah, so those are cool. What else? They have a cool Beatles exhibit. I'm really pissed because I was kind of over it at that, and I didn't go up. But they have a whole. I don't know if you guys are into the Beatles at all, or if you saw it, but
yes.
Did you see the Get Back documentary on the Disney Plus? There's like a 4-part. It's like a 12-hour. It's amazing, dude. I've watched it like 10 times.
Yeah, I watched it once, but yeah.
They have a whole Get Back, Let It Be exhibit, and I didn't realize it. Like literally after I left the museum, I got an ad on Facebook. Check out the Get Back and Let It Be exhibit. I'm like, fuck. So
always listening.
I was, yeah, it was, but I didn't go look at it, which I'm kind of bummed that I didn't. But yeah, no, it was. I mean, those are always my favorite parts. It's always kind of the same things. That one little section where they have all the I mean, look, I love seeing the Elvis stuff and the Jimi Hendrix stuff, and I
Yeah.
have a great appreciation for that stuff and some of the historical stuff. But I mean, for me, all the metal and rock and the grunge stuff, and that's always my favorite shit to see in there. You know,
I've only been there once, and there was like a big U2 exhibit, which I could,
that's still there. That's still
Was it
there. It's
really?
cool, but yeah, it's still
That
there.
was like the main exhibit when we were there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
always the main exhibit. They have like all the Zoo TV stuff, and the Pink Floyd stuff is really cool. I don't know if you saw that, Jared, when you were there.
I don't remember that.
They have all the big like wall balloons. Like they've been there forever.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't
cool.
even see them this time. I think they're like on the third floor or something. I didn't even get.
Was like Neil Peart's like drum kit there? Did they have that like a big drum kit set up? Because that was there, I remember.
You know, we missed a whole section, Phil. We all missed a whole. We zigged when we should have zagged.
The rush wing.
You know, there's a whole other section in the middle of cool shit that we missed.
Dude, it's hard to see here because it's like, yeah, it is kind of like weird the way it's set
It
up.
takes you like
it's
weird
not
directions.
obvious.
And there's one place, basically, when you're by the Beatles.
It's a pyramid. I mean, how hard can it be?
Basically, when you're by the Beatles stuff, you got to go right. We zigged when we should have zagged. We went left, and then so we missed like half the museum. But I was so tired and over it that I didn't even say anything. We were just out, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You know, but there's a whole other section.
I was walking with my friends Jeremy and who was it? And Wayne, and we're just taking our time. Like we knew we were going to go slower than everybody else, but we're just kind of taking our time, and we're like on the second floor, just about to hit the jam area, like barely going anywhere. And our friend's like, "Oh, we're at the front now." Like, you're done? Like the whole thing? Like, yeah, the whole thing. I'm like, all 6 levels. Like, yeah. I was like, what?
Yeah. That's
so
right.
we kind of rushed the last little bit, and we didn't actually even make it. We did watch the that little thing on like the 4th floor, or whatever, the little music thing about the Hall of Fame or the like the induction ceremonies and all that, which is okay. They kind of do like a lot of quick clips, but at the end they ended with that the Prince as my guitar gently weeps solo at the George Harrison thing. Yeah, and that was awesome on that sound system. Just seeing him do that again. I've watched that solo so many times.
I mean, I didn't mind rushing through a little bit because we still had like a 13-hour drive. I mean, we got back.
Yeah.
We got back to my house at 5 a.m, and then Jen still had to drive back to Chicago. So literally, I got home at 5 a.m. By the maybe 4:30, had to deal with a bunch of shit. By the time I got to literally a bunch of shit, by the time I got to bed, it was like 6 o'clock, 6:30. Then my phone starts ringing at 8. So I literally got like an hour and a half. And then I didn't tell you guys this. So I don't want to, bum everybody. So Saturday, my kid texts me when I'm coming up to the Winchester, says, "Oh, the toilet's plugged up. It's backing up into the bathtub." So my poor kids were sitting here with no toilet for 2 fucking days. So I'm sitting here freaking out, trying to call a plumber the whole time and deal with that. So I just said, "Look, there's nothing I can do, honey, till I get home. Just deal with it, And again, so I got home, and then the plumber said, "Okay, I'll come first thing Monday morning." It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. He's calling me, trying to come over, and I'm like, so I literally got like 2 hours of sleep yesterday. I think I passed out at like 7 o'clock last night, and I just slept through the fucking night. Like, it was miserable. I had a bunch. So
that's rough, man.
I know that's what happens, though.
What did the plumbing issue end up being?
That he literally, I had to go rent a fucking like automatic auger. He had to go like 100, take the toilet out and go 100 feet down into the fucking pipe to clean it out. So, I mean, honestly, I live in a really old fucking building that the pipes probably haven't been fucking cleaned out in 40 years. I mean, the building I live in was built in like 1908 or something. So it's just whatever. It's just an old ass building, and it's probably just I don't know, but it was something like way, 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 way deep. So literally, I had to go to a hardware store yesterday and rent a giant 400-pound electric auger for the plumber. So, but it's taken care of now, I think.
Ugh.
The toilet is. He couldn't get the shower yesterday, so he was going to come back today and do that. And then I was out earlier, and I think he came when I was gone. I haven't even checked. I literally got home and rushed right in here to try and get on here. Yes, puppies poop so much.
That sounds like some shit.
Literally and figuratively. But yeah, so I got home at like 5 a.m. I got no fucking sleep yesterday. And I had so much work to do. So whatever, man. That's rock and roll. That's how we do this.
Yes, sir.
Just seeing if I missed out any cool comments. I don't think so. Thank you. We love Taproot Tuesday too, I think.
Yeah, it's fun.
I do.
It's
Oh,
been a few months now.
they must have this still because
This is episode what?
Like 50. I don't even know. I don't keep track anymore, but it's a lot. They must still have this because did you notice in that grunge section there was a spot where Kurt's guitar was supposed to be and a couple things and it wasn't there. I think they do have a separate Nirvana memorabilia section. I think it's probably in that section that we missed, and I think it's probably in there. I mean, I can't speak for these guys. I like Taproot Tuesday. They might hate it. They might dread it. They're like, oh my god, no, we got to go.
So let's tie this back to our guest not being here. Okay, Pearl Jam versus Nirvana. Would how history would have recorded them been any different if Kurt would have lived on and if Nirvana would have made more records?
No, I mean, look, no.
Well, I mean, you can't say. I mean, obviously, Nirvana, Kurt dying has kind of immortalized them in a way that you can't.
Yeah.
Like you can't put a finger on, like, I can't think of the phrase I'm trying to say, but you know what I mean. Like it's definitely done something to their legacy that
you
if
can't
he lived, quantify. Yeah, that if he had lived on, it would not be the same. You know.
Yeah, no, it definitely wouldn't. I mean, it'd still probably be huge. I mean, they'd be just like Pearl Jam, where just is still this huge legacy fucking band that can do no wrong. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
but it's still not
the same.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be like at the Doors level, like they are now. You know,
exactly.
now they're just like immortalized. You know, because
you have that what could have been. You have that like your imagination of what could have been, kind of can blow them up to whatever. Right? It could, you know, it's limitless to what they could have done.
Yeah. Exactly.
I guess my point is I think that Vitalogy and especially Versus were much better, follow-up records to 10 than say In Utero was to Nevermind. I mean, 10 was a great record. Nevermind was a great record.
I fucking love In Utero though. I mean, I do. I love that record.
You know what? It was fine, but it wasn't Nevermind. And I think I think Versus was that was their best record.
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
If you want to talk about like major sophomore efforts, I mean, Vitalogy was much. I keep saying Vitalogy. Versus was much stronger than In Utero. So I think that if Pearl Jam continued on, if Nirvana would have continued on, I think that maybe history would have been different, and maybe Pearl Jam would have been recognized as the stronger, more influential, lasting band of the era than Nirvana was, because Kurt was kind of immortalized after his death. That's my theory.
Yeah, I mean, look, you never know what Kurt would have done after. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? Maybe. I mean, look, Pearl Jam made one good record after Vitalogy. Literally, like, Yield was fucking amazing. I don't know why, but just Yield was just like return to form, really cool, snappy fucking rock record, man. But everything else, there was never another Pearl Jam record I liked after Vitalogy, and I only like half of Vitalogy, to be totally honest. Like,
that's right.
I'm not fully in. Vitalogy is kind of like In Utero. It's kind of like, it's like it's good, but I literally like half of Vitalogy I really like. The other half I could live without. And that's every Pearl Jam record after that, except for like there's that stupid Avocado record. I mean, they just got so self-serving, and Eddie just got so pretentious, I think. And it
was kind of cool though. I did spend a little bit of time with Eddie's solo record that came out like a year or two ago, and there's some really cool stuff on it.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think his solo stuff is better than the Pearl Jam stuff. From what I've heard. I haven't dug that deeply into it, but some of that solo stuff is freaking great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a song with Elton John. I mean, there's like some cool kind of poppy things. There's some kind of things that feel like I don't know, the Daughter song, and a bunch of cool stuff on there.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
All right, fellas. I'm gonna have to wrap it up myself.
All right, kids.
About that time. Oh yeah, I forgot about Binaural. Yeah.
See, this is when Steve usually shows up, And then goes, hey guys, did I miss it? And then it goes on for another 6 hours.
Isn't this usually where Tom will talk to a guest drummer for another 2 hours? After...
I know. After you guys, like, fuck you guys. I'm going to sit here.
I know, right?
If my guest drummer would have showed up tonight, I probably would. I'd be like, all right, well.
Tom blocked out 5 hours for this.
I did. But yes, we will. So the next shows are
New Albany.
New Albany, New Bedford, Massachusetts. 1 week from Thursday. 1 week from Friday is Wally's.
New Wally's
and New
York.
In New Hampton Beach. and then the Gramercy Theater in York. In
Old York.
In New Gramercy.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway, TT After Dark. Exactly. All right, gentlemen. Well, much love. Oh, God, they want the song. Why do they want the song so bad?
What song? Oh.
I thought we were going to listen to like River Me or something.
No, they want the tap. No, because then the whole fucking thing will get banned because I played Pearl Jam.
All right.
That's true.
I didn't even remember how to play it.
It's like G is C and D, I think.
Does it start with E?
Isn't that every song?
Or E, A,
D, G.
I gotta sit and refresh. Let's see.
Nice.
Oh, shoot.
Waiting, watching the clock. It's 4 o'clock. It's got to stop coming. Let's see. Have you heard the Taproot Tuesday theme song, Jared?
I did unfortunately listen to part of it. Yes.
Unfortunately, dude, this is people demanding this. Where's an eye patch? Me, motherfuckers. I don't remember it. I gotta relearn it. I don't remember the chords. Oh, lives in Ann Arbor, right next to the D. Taproot Tuesday. Jared and Philip and Taylor and Steve.
Taproot Tuesday.
If new metal nonsense be something you wish,
Taproot Tuesday.
well, log into Facebook and tune into this. Taproot
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Taproot Tuesday. Taproot Tuesday. There you go. The vocal only version. You're welcome.
Acapella.
Acapella. This is the fucking pitch perfect version right here. All right, kids. Well, we'll speak to you soon.
Have a good night, everyone.
Night.
Good night.
See you next week.